How you doing, Goombas? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, so we're gonna take advantage of it.
Welcome, television neighbor, to this neighborhood.
And we're gonna show you a new technique. It's called locking in. Now, if you recall the last podcast, we told you to lean back. This covers, well, this is just to cover locking in until we cover it now, today, for your sake. Now there's a power in positioning. Now when we talk about locking in, we mean having the position of power within a group. Now if you've been out there, I'm sure you've done it, you've seen guys doing it. They approach your girls, say that these are girls that I'm approaching, and they're talking like this, and they spend 10-15 minutes discussing this, That's a problem. You don't want to do that. The reason why you don't want to do that is because they hold the position of power. They can see everyone behind you. They can see the guy behind you doing, you know, bunny ears.
청바지가 잘 어울리는 여자가 좋다고 노래하던 권진섭도
Or whatever to you. You have no power. You can't see what's going on behind you. You're just stuck on them, boosting their value. So what you want to do is be included in the group. You want to demonstrate how to do that?
Well, you want to seem to everyone else as if you came with these people. You are part of their group. You didn't just meet them. You've been knowing them for a while. So for example, rather than being all like this, you can try to work your way into the group, maybe something like this. Now, it might look cool to be the cool guy and get in the middle of the two and, you know, oh, I'm a pimp. But that's not great, because then you have to turn around, you can't engage both at the same time. So a position like this is better. Then I can talk to both of them. I'm gonna focus on the one furthest away because the one closer is going to hear me regardless. I'm just worried about this one. And then I get to engage both people here, and I also appear as though I'm part of the group. I'm no longer approaching them, I am now with them. We are cool now.
Having a conversation. See, if, again, supposing that this was a set, as usually women, you'll find them in pairs or groups of threes, leaning up against bars or like sitting down or something like that. They're always up against somewhere. You're gonna want to be in a position in which you have the ability to lean back against something. In which case you have the ability to talk lower to the person that you're directing to across from you, not the one closest. In which case she then has the ability to come in. And then you have a more closed set. It makes you look more important.
You have two girls leaning in towards you, or three. There might be one out here now, and they're just there listening.
And then you're locking in. You're gonna want to do this within, say, 3 to 5 minutes of entering the set, because once you enter it, you get a shot of value straight from the get-go, because you had the balls to approach them.
I've got big balls. I've got big balls. They're such big balls, and they're fancy big balls.
But second rule, yes. But the longer you stay in a position of weakness, your value goes from up here and starts to decline. So the longer you stay, less and less value. Doesn't matter what you're saying to them, the less your value gets. And this is accelerated if they're sitting down. So if they're sitting down and you approach and you pull one of those, you're just going down. You're just demonstrating that, you know, I'm gonna stay in this uncomfortable position because I'm not worth what you are. No, you don't want to do that. You want to show her who you are.
Oh, forgive me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh.
Oh, you just flicked me out.
Oh, I told you I was sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. You look like some big ape or something.
Stop that! Stop it! That's not like it! That's really what the body's supposed to look like!
Yeah, you want to sit down at least. Now, there might be only 2 chairs. There's one of you.
Take her chair.
Yeah, you might have to pull a move.
Take it.
one thing you could do, for example.
Hey, demonstrate it. I'm gonna sit right here.
He's gonna sit. All right. So you could be talking to her. She's interested. You're leaning back. She's leaning in. And you say, hey, can you stand up for a second? And you might take her. You might spin her over here. You might actually sit down on her seat. Boom. And you're like, yeah, I definitely look better in this seat than you did. You know, a little joke. Don't say it too serious.
Make sure it's funny, because if you do it serious, they get angry. And then when you do that, when you go into a lock-in position, you always want to throw a false time constraint again. Reinforce it. If you remember the beginning of the podcast, we said that your value starts to decrease, and everyone knows what's going on. It seems as though you're gaining them. But if I do your little spin, that's nice, and I take your spot, and she's on me, she's on you. It plays a little psychological reverse trick. It's subtle. Like, she'll feel like she's gaming you, even though she's not. It's something that's wired in the brain. Like, even though she's the one up on you, she feels like she's the one that's gaming you. And that'll only work to your advantage.
And a little
attraction.
A little added bonus to this is your appearance to everyone else. How much easier is it going to be to open up a set later on when those sets saw you with another set in there?
And they were all up on you,
and they were very
as if you were the center of the world. Now you have value for everyone that's seen that.
Yeah, they want to know you too. What's so cool about this guy that they were laughing and they were all talking to him? I want to know. There it is.
So there's a real power in position.
Now, this is a little more detailed, sort of concentration on your position. The reason why you don't want to stand in front of a set like this and appear as if you're attacking because it's threatening them. Another thing is, if you're standing here, you're going to have more of a chance of an A-Mod, for example, will approach your group, and if he really wanted to get nasty, he could lock you out of the set if he approaches and go, for example, oh, is this guy bothering you? And if you're really boring, then, well, she's gonna go yes, and you're locked out.
Oh my God! It's really hot in here. And the other apple looks up at the other apple and Sean is like, oh shit! I'm talking apple! That's my joke!
I thought it was a blast.
Hey guys, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Of the set.
For example, he is the female. Again, this is what she's leaning on. I'm over here trying to talk. I'm not in a position of power. Here comes A-Mod.
I could come in. How's it going, guys? Hey, nice shirt.
Yeah. Now what do I do? Messed up your whole game and what you were saying.
And then I could be like, hey, you guys, I got this really cool thing I just want to show you real quick. Let me see your hands. And she gives me the hand.
He just stole the show.
And I could just flip him out, and he is now locked out. I am locked in.
That's nasty.
So he's over there, wait, what about me? What about me? And yeah. He doesn't know what to do. He can either stand around and look like a chump, in which his value will continue decreasing for her, or he can just walk away. And that's all.
Your best option will probably be to walk away.
And that's why, like he said, you want to make sure you get in that position of power. You do not want to be outside appearing like you're gaming, because I am more likely to come in, 100 times more likely to come in if you're not locked in and block you out.
Strong and nasty.
Right. If you're locked in, you might appear like you're good friends. Maybe you're the boyfriend.
Yep.
Now, are you gonna go approach someone when you think that there might be a boyfriend there? I don't think so.